Pretty boring budget last night as far as business is concerned. However, there are a few key takeaways. The first one is the Stage 3 tax cuts. It's been widely speculated these would be cancelled. However, it seems that the Labor government has decided to keep them for now. As you can see on the screen, most people over $45,000 will get a decent tax cut. The temporary full expensing or instant asset write-off, as we know it, will be ending at the end of this financial year. So during COVID, everyone was buying cars and machinery and they were writing them off immediately. But from the 1st of July next financial year, small to medium businesses will only be able to deduct up to $20,000 per asset. For larger businesses, that is over $10 million in turnover, they'll only be able to deduct assets that are less than $300. So one of the incentives that the government's announced for small businesses is called the Small Business Energy Incentive. And this is designed to encourage businesses to purchase new and energy efficient equipment, such as heating and cooling equipment, new energy efficient fridges, cooking equipment, things like that. However, this is limited to purchases of up to $100,000. This might sound generous, but even if you were to spend the full $100,000, you'll only receive a maximum tax benefit of $9,500. The government's also announced some changes to the PAYG and GST adjustment factor. Essentially what this means is that your instalments for the rest of the year will be slightly lower. However, you may have a slightly higher tax bill at the end of the year. Essentially, this is just about cash flow. It's not actually an overall tax saving. Interestingly, the government has announced a small business amnesty. What this means is if you haven't lodged your tax returns since December 2019, you've got up till the 31st December, the end of this calendar year, to lodge without any penalties. So there are a few changes to superannuation. The first one is that the superannuation rate will be increasing to 11% as of the 1st of next financial year. The second one is that the government has announced that they'll be requiring employers to pay super on the same day as they pay wages. However, this won't take effect until the 1st of July 2026. And finally, we've all been hearing in the media how the government was planning to add an additional tax on superannuation balances over $3 million. However, last night we got confirmation that that was going ahead. In last night's budget, the ATO received a significant boost to their funding for compliance activities of several $100 million. Obviously, the government would be expecting to see a return on their investment, so we would expect to see an uptick in compliance activities over the next few years, including audits. That was our quick update of last night's budget. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out.